Bed,
Yeah.
you're doing the hoeing.
I am not doing any hoeing.
I don't even know what hoeing is.
Yeah, well, hoeing
And
is
anyway, you
what-
don't need a hoe. There's only one tool you need for gardening. And I've got it.
It's a hammer.
It'll be a hammer. It's not a hammer.
This
Is that a hoe?
is all you... No, it isn't. No, if you want to remove a plant, say, OK, there are no thistles at this time of year, but imagine they're thistles. How do you get them up?
Well, you take one of these, which is a trowel,
Yeah.
and then you approach it like that, and you dig round it, lift it, and there it is.
That took you
About 30 seconds.
dirty fingernails, cricked back.
It's gardening, that's what you do.
OK, now let me show you how I would remove it, OK? See these three here? Ready?
Well, granted, they're gone, but you
They're
can't.
gone.
You can't garden with a
They
shotgun.
have ceased to exist. Observe the genius of my gardening.
I'd rather he had a hammer.
I tell you what, if I were the boss of Volkswagen, I'd go and find the man who did, what's that tall Golf called?
Oh, the SV?
SV, that's it.
yeah.
The one that it's like a Golf, but for people who have stovepipe hats. And I would bludgeon him with a tyre iron. Why did you do that? Nobody wants one.
Just to be fair, I think VW have bigger concerns at the moment.
That's right.
He's gone in.
Pull yourself out! Pull yourself out! Come on! Put some effort in! Don't want to stay in there all day. Drop the pull!
How dare you?
Hands above your head! Hands above your head! Hands above your head! Okay, roll in the snow! Roll in the snow! Roll in the snow!
Oh, the snow, Jamie! That'll make you much better rather than a big pink fluffy towel. That looked awful.
I'm staggered.
Do you know what, though? I like to think of us as a unit on Top Gear, and as a unit, we've done that test.
Our instructors were not impressed with that theory and decided we needed our heads banging together.
Right, nothing.
And James was rubbish with a shotgun.
Check.
He is huge. I mean, look at this. It's about twice the size of my mitten.
Did you know, according to the ancient Inuit people, for every inch in length of its footprint, it's a foot in its length?
That's big.
That is big.
Twice the size of you.
And they can smell you from 40 miles away. Should we get back in the car?
Was as interesting and as amazing as possible, but instead, what Renault, they give us a cad jar. How many children are going to say, oh, if I work really hard and get my homework done, one day maybe I can have a cad jar?
Because that's the car they grow up seeing. Worse still, Nissan Juke.
You really hate the Jew.
No, I hate it.
He does hate, no, he
I
genuinely
hate.
hates.
I object to it existing. It shouldn't exist. I loathe it. On the motorway, you see them with their stupid, like, double bug eyes. Smug little bug. If I see one, I'm mad. I can't help myself, and it's cruel, and I'm sorry if you're in one, but I do. I see them. I hate it.
He does. I was driving along with him the other day. He was busy telling him a story, and he was looking out the window going, I hate you, I hate you.
3 inserted from the front of the mounting.
James, does it need a washer, yes or no? For making the carriage walking at the first speed, take back the drag of the wheel backward crowbar of the right, and take completely and progressively back the crowbar of embrayage to you, while you keep the direction with your...
Further up the road, May was getting some bad news about that night's accommodation.
Hang on, you're not saying it's a bloody campsite? So you brought me on a crap road, worse than the one we're on, and we've got a car down, you've ruined the Lotus, and at the end of this you want me to stay in a tent? You might find one of your tent poles is missing, but don't worry, I know where it is. I'll have shoved it up your ass.
Signal's a bit dodgy this end at the moment, James, but I
I guess you got the message back there.